folks to the west of us experiencing a very, very rough night. But fortunately, it looks like by the time those storms get here, they'll be much quieter.
Yes, I mean, it should weaken down a pretty good bit because you don't want this kind of stuff that's been going on out in Mississippi and Alabama. Kind of a rough night out there right now, tornado stuff, all that. But for us, some gusty winds as it comes in tomorrow morning. Between now and then, we could have some batches of rain, maybe a rumble of thunder. So it'll be the main line that will come in tomorrow morning that could have a little bit of a thump to it. 66, the current number. Not going to drop a whole lot tonight. We'll say around 60, and again, the storms in the early morning. There's a look quickly at the numbers so we can get to the other stuff. We have mid-60s, upper 60s in some spots. So again, running warmer than last night. Rain, light to moderate, anywhere from Forsyth down toward Macon, Gray, Milledgeville, heading on off towards Sparta here, and there is more to come behind it. You can start to see coming back from Alabama. A little bit of lightning in some of this. And some of this other had lightning in it earlier too, and then that kind of fell out. We'll see if we have some rumbles of thunder a little later once this makes its way toward Upson County. Obviously the bigger stuff, what's going on in Alabama and then back over into Mississippi here. Again, there's lightning back with these two as well, but the lightning data for us stops right here. That's the reason why you might be looking going, man, there's no thunderstorm action there. There is. And tornado warnings have been going on all afternoon into the evening hours, and that one southwest of Birmingham continues. And it's right in where that Level 4, which is up. I mean, 5 is the highest threat level. This is a 4, and then it drops to a 3 and a 2 and a 1. That's the plan as everything moves on our way. As we go through the overnight, that'll leave us with a low-end level 1 for the early morning hours. That basically means some straight line winds are possible, some gusty stuff, maybe some rumbles of thunder may get your attention out there, but by and large, the severe threat is not likely as we go into the morning hours, but it's something we'll still watch. There's 1 a.m. or so. I'm going to show you a couple of models. Here's the high res one here, 3 or 4 in the morning here. This one's a little bit slower than the graph model you'll see in a second. This one has things coming in around 5 to 6. It's going to be the main line here. And wherever you see things kind of bowing out, sometimes that means you're going to have some stronger wind gusts. There's around 8, 9 o'clock. And again, this is where the biggest punch is. All this is just leftover rain behind it. And by 9 or 10 o'clock, our southeastern counties are already clear. If you're in the Macon and Warner Robins area, it may be out of here by 7 a.m. or so. We'll see how the timing plays out. Now, the graph model shows a similar scenario, but a little bit different in the timing. Maybe some off and on rain with some of that stuff we're seeing to the south and west now. So we think of it as kind of two waves. The occasional rain overnight tonight with maybe a rumble. But again, the main show is going to come here. Actually, this one's kind of caught up with the same time here. This is around 5 in the morning here. And as we go forward through 6, 7 o'clock, and notice how there's a little bit of a bow. So I think we're going to at least have some strong winds maybe coming through with some of this and out ahead of it, some of the southerly breeze ahead of it. This is going to go into 9, 10 o'clock. And again, most of the main, razor's edge of where you're going to see the majority of any wind or damage would be there. The rest of it is just leftover rain. Watch how quickly this stuff clears as we get in toward lunchtime. It is gone just like that. So it will be an early morning thing, and that's it. As far as tornado potential, again, you don't want to be on the scale anywhere. And notice in Alabama, it's over there, and then it kind of diminishes as it goes toward the east here into southwest Georgia. Wind speeds, we'll have some of this as we go through tonight, maybe 25 to 30 mile per hour gusts at times. Rainfall, maybe 1.5 inches, maybe some of the pockets a little bit more. We'll see how that settles out too. The overall thing is that we're going to have some overnight rain off and on, maybe a rumble, and then that line of gusty thunderstorms in the early morning hours, and we'll get it on out of here. December comes in looking much nicer.